All right, team. You got your budget set up? Great job. Now comes the hard part, sticking to it. Trust me, this is where most people stumble. But you're not most people, are you? No, you are here because you want to get it right. First things first, discipline is the key. You need to check in your budget regularly. I'm talking weekly. It's like a diet. You don't just eat healthy one day and expect to lose weight, right? Consistency is everything. This is your financial hygiene. Just think about it as brushing your teeth. Use the Google Sheet template to track your spending as it happens. Log every expense, no matter how small. This will keep you honest. But let's dig deeper. Consistency means developing a routine. Set aside a specific time each week to review your finances. I put it on my calendar. That's way easier. It could be Sunday evening or Friday morning, whatever works best for you. During this time, update your Google Sheet template with any new expenses and review your spending for the week. Look for any deviations from your budget and make notes on them. When you find yourself overspending, it's important to understand the root cause. Was it a one time event or a recurring issue? If it's a recurring issue, look for patterns. Are there certain times of the months where you're more likely to overspend? Are there specific categories where you consistently go over a budget? Understanding these patterns can help you make more informed decisions and adjust your budget accordingly. Well, also, flexibility is key. Your budget should be a tool that works for you, not a rigid set of rules, right? We're not in the army here, most of us. If you find that your initial budget isn't realistic, don't be afraid to make adjustments. Maybe you need to increase your budget for groceries or reduce your entertainment spending. The goal is to create a budget that is both realistic and sustainable. There will be times when you overspend. Don't beat yourself up. Instead, figure out why it happens. Was it an unexpected bill, an impulse purchase? Identify the issue and adjust. Maybe you need to relocate funds from one category to another. That's okay. Flexibility within your budget is crucial. Let's talk about some strategies to stay on track. One effective method is the envelope system. This is very old school and it involves diving in your cash, which I'm not sure if you do have it, but if you are really bad overspender, it's worth withdrawing some cash and putting it in envelopes. Put it in different categories. Create an envelope for different categories, such as like groceries, dining out, or entertainment. When an envelope is empty, you stop spending. This method can help you stick to your budget by providing a physical limit to your spending. It's very not American. I understand this, but when you see that money ends physically, while we still have cash, you should use it. It's not a permanent solution, it's just something that gives you an understanding of how much you have. Once you get a grip of it, you can stop using cash for good. Another important thing is accountability. Share your budget and financial goals with a trusted friend or family member. Having someone to check in with can keep you accountable and motivated. You can also join online communities or forums where you can share your progress and get support from others who are on a similar journey. I do that with my business goals, and accountability partner is giving you just another level of achievements. Finally, reward yourself. Reward yourself for sticking to your budget. Set small milestones and celebrate when you reach them. This could be as simple as treating yourself to a nice meal or buying something you've been wanting. Rewards can provide positive reinforcement and keep you motivated to stick to your budget. Now, let's talk about curveballs because life loves to throw them. Whew. Car repairs, medical bills, surprise birthday gifts, you name it. These are your unexpected expenses, right? And they can wreak havoc on your budget if you are not prepared. This is where your emergency fund comes in. Aim to save at least 3 to 6 months worth of expenses. This is crucial. I know it sounds like a lot, but start small. Every $500 can make a huge difference in a pinch. Allocate a portion of your income to this fund every month. Treat it like a non negotiable expense. But let's break it down further. Your emergency fund should be easy to access, right? But not too easy to dip into for non-emergencies. A high yield savings account is a good option. It's separate from your regular checking account, so you're less likely to spend it impulsively. But it's still accessible when you need it. When an unexpected expense hits, don't panic. Go to your Google Sheet template, see where you can cut back for the months and cover the cost. Maybe it means eating out less or skipping the new gadget. The key is to handle it without derailing your entire budget. When you face an unexpected expense, take a step back and assess the situation. Is this truly an emergency, or can it be planned for the future? If it's a true emergency, use your emergency funds as intended. If it's something that can be planned for, adjust your budget to accommodate the expense over time. This approach helps you stay in control and prevents you from feeling overwhelmed. And remember, once you use your emergency fund, your priority should be to replenish it as soon as possible. Treat it like any other financial goal. Allocate a portion of your income to rebuilding your emergency fund until it's back to a comfortable level. Let's discuss some common unexpected expenses and how to handle them. Car repairs are a big one. Regular maintenance can help prevent major repairs, but sometimes things break down unexpectedly. Set aside a small amount each month for car maintenance and repairs. This way, when something goes wrong, you have the fund to cover it. Let it be a small amount each month. It will help. Medical bills are another common unexpected expense. Health insurance can help, but they're often out of pocket costs. We know it. If you have a high deductible health plan, consider opening a health saving account, HSA, or FSA. Contribution to an HSA are tax deductible, and withdrawals from qualified medical expenses are tax free. It's a great way to save for future medical expenses while reducing your tax burden. So ask your employer if you are an employee about HSA or FSA. Most companies have them. Home repairs can also catch you off guard. From a leaky roof to broken appliances, home repairs can be costly. Regular maintenance can help prevent some issues, but it's still a good idea to set aside money each month for home repairs. If you own a home, congrats. Consider a home warranty plan that covers major systems and appliances. This can provide peace of mind and help cover the costs of unexpected repairs. Travel expenses. They can also be unexpected. May you need to fly home for a family emergency or attend a last minute business trip. Setting aside a small amount each month, again, for travel can help cover these unexpected costs. If you travel frequently, consider getting a travel rewards credit card for that offers points and miles for travel related expenses. This can help offset some of the costs and provide additional benefits like travel insurance and airport lunch access. Um, on a different note, consider using health travel insurance. This also helps a lot. Sometimes you need to use an emergency room, something can fall on you, you can go surfing and break your nose, anything can happen. I constantly buy travel insurance and it's a savior a lot of the times. Now let's talk about adjustments. A budget isn't set in stone, as I said it last during our last module. It's a living, breathing document that needs to evolve with you. Maybe you got a raise. Awesome. Or maybe your rent went up. Not so awesome. Either way, your budget should reflect these changes. Go back to your Google Sheets template and make the necessary adjustments. If your income increases, consider putting more towards savings or paying off debt. If expenses increase, look for areas where you can cut back. Regularly review and adjust your budget. It will keep you on track and prevent any nasty surprises. Let's delve deeper into this. When you get a raise or any increase in income, it's tempting to upgrade your lifestyle. This is known as lifestyle inflation and it can derail your financial goals. Instead, allocate a portion of your raise to savings, investments, or paying off debt. This way, you're improving your financial health while still enjoying the benefits of higher income. I always do it as soon as my income goes up because sometimes I want to go on a sabbatical and take some time off. And these, emergency funds or savings, they help me be flexible and be free whenever I need to. In a similar manner, when expenses increase, take a hard look at your budget. Are there areas where you can cut back without sacrificing your quality of life? Maybe you can reduce your dining out budget, cancel unused subscriptions, that's a very important one, or find more cost effective alternatives for certain expenses. The goal is to make adjustments that align with your financial priorities. Regularly reviewing and adjusting your budget is crucial. Make it a habit to review your budget at least once a month. Look for any discrepancies between your budgeted amount and actual spendings. If you consistently overspend in certain categories, adjust your budget to reflect reality. If you consistently underspend, allocate the surplus to your savings or other financial goals. Let's talk about some specific scenarios where you might need to adjust your budget. If you receive a bonus or a tax refund, consider how you want to allocate these funds. Maybe you want to put some towards savings, pay off debt, or treat yourself to something special. The key is to have a plan for these windfalls so that they don't get wasted. If your expenses increase unexpectedly, such as rent hike or higher utility bills, adjust your budget accordingly. Look for areas where you can cut back to accommodate this increase. Maybe you need to reduce your entertainment budget or find ways to save on groceries. The goal is to make adjustments that keep you on track with your financial goals. And don't forget to celebrate your financial wins. If you reach a saving goal, if you reach a savings goal, pay off a debt or stick to your budget for several months, Take a moment to acknowledge your progress, celebrating your success, because it can keep you motivated and reinforce positive financial habits. So, to sum up, check in with your budget regularly, prepare for unexpected with an emergency fund, and don't be afraid to make adjustment as life changes. You've got this. Keep pushing forward and remember every small step is a progress. All right, let's get real about spending habits. We all have our weaknesses, those little luxuries that add up over time. Maybe it's your daily coffee run or those online shopping sprees. It's time to take a hard look at where your money is going. Start by using the Google Sheet templates to track your spending habits over the past few months. Identify patterns. Are these categories where you consistently overspend? Be honest with yourself. This isn't about guilt, it's about awareness. Once you've identified your guilty pleasures, it's time to take actions. Set limits for discretionary spending. If coffee shops are your weakness, budget a specific amount each month. When it's gone, it's gone. No coffee. Use cash envelopes if you need to physically see how much you have left to spend. The key is to make mindful decisions about where your money goes. Let's expand on this. Overspending often happens because we're not fully aware of our spending habits. It's easy to lose track of small, frequent purchases that add up over time. By tracking your spending in detail, you can identify patterns and triggers. Maybe you tend to overspend when you're stressed or bored. Recognizing these patterns can help you make more conscious decisions about your spending. Setting limits for discretionary spending is crucial. Create a separate category in your budget for discretionary expenses and set a realistic limit. This limit should be based on your overall financial goals and priorities. If you're trying to save more, you might need to tighten this category. If you have more flexibility, you can allow for a bit more spending. The key is to be intentional about your spending. Let's talk about some other strategies to curb overspending. One effective method is to implement a waiting period for non essential purchases. I know it's hard. If you see something you want to buy, wait 24 hours before making the purchase. This gives you time to consider whether you really need it or it's just an impulse buy. Another strategy is to unsubscribe from marketing emails and avoid online shopping sites that tempt you to spend, or delete those apps. Out of sight, out of mind. If you're not constantly bombarded with sales and promotions, you're less likely to make impulse purchase. Meal planning and cooking at home can also save you a lot of money, let alone that you will feel better. Dining out and takeout can quickly add up. By planning your meals and cooking at home, you can control your spending and make healthier choices. Plus, it's a great way to bond with a family of friends or friends. Finally, consider adopting a minimalist mindset. Focus on the things that truly add value to your life and let go of the rest. This doesn't mean depriving yourself, but rather being intentional about what you spend your money on. Quality over quantity, experiences over things. Now, one of the most important things that will probably change your financial journey forever. Let's talk about confidence. Money can be a touchy subject, and we often avoid it because it makes us uncomfortable. But here's the thing: confidence comes from knowledge and practice. The more you engage with your finances, the more confident you'll become. Start small. Celebrate your wins, no matter how minor they seem. Did you stick to your budget this month? Fantastic. Did you add to your savings? That's a win. These small victories build your financial confidence over time. Effective communication about money is also crucial, whether it's with your partner, family, friends. Being open and honest about your financial situation can relieve a lot of stress. Set regular times to discuss finances, share goals, and support each other. Remember, you are not alone in this. And when you're more honest about your financial situation, your friends are not going to drag you to expensive restaurants or to expensive trips when you cannot afford it, and vice versa. Let's dig deeper into building confidence. Financial confidence is built through knowledge and action. Start by educating yourself about personal finance. Read books, listen to podcasts, watch videos, whatever format works best for you. The more you know, the more confident you will feel. Communication is another critical aspect. If you share your finances with a partner, make sure you're on the same page. Set regular financial check ins to discuss your budget, goals, and any concerns. Be honest about your successes and challenges. This openness fosters trust and makes it easier to work together towards your financial goals. I know sometimes you kind of want to hide certain things that you feel guilty about, but we're all humans and we're all making mistakes. So it's not necessary all the time. And it feels so much better when you share something you wanted to hide and you actually uncover that there's nothing, that scares your partner. All right. Online courses and workshops can be very beneficial, just like this little webinar. I encourage you to look at websites like Coursera and Udemy, Khan Academy. They offer courses on finance and investment, but if you're okay with my first webinar that I created, I will load a few more webinars specifically on investments, the basics of investments, and the second one on how to start a business and how to run your corporate finance without a bookkeeper, because it's pretty simple. But the more you educate yourself, the better. You will find a PDF with suggested podcasts and books to look at. There's never enough information to learn. Um, but finally, what I want to say is if your finances are too complex for yourself, my big advice is to seek the help of financial advisor who is licensed in your state. A professional can help you create personalized financial plan with an investment advice and offer guidance on complex matters. Lastly, let's talk about tools. You got your Google Sheet template, and that's a great start, but there are a few other apps that you would like to explore for money management. I personally am not a big fan of those, but if you do like them, please check out Mint. Check All You Need Is Budget. It's YNAB. These are good tools. If you like it, my Google spreadsheet will not take any offense. Continuous learning is essential for financial success. The world of finance is constantly evolving, and staying informed helps you make better decisions. Follow financial news, read books by reputable authors, and listen to experts' podcasts. Invest in your financial education, and you'll be better equipped to navigate any challenges that come your way. So by now you should be feeling more in control of your spending, more confident about your financial situation, and equipped with the tools and resources to keep improving. This is just the beginning. Financial mastery is a journey, and you're well on your way. Thank you for joining me. Remember, every small step you take brings you closer to financial freedom. Keep going, stay disciplined, and most importantly, stay confident. You got this.